feels like just yesterday that Samsung took the stage with some very fine actors to unveil the Galaxy S4 and to declare, almost everywhere you looked,
the next big thing is here.
But that was last year's next big thing. This is this year's next big thing. I am Joanna Stern, and this is the Galaxy S5, Samsung's newest flagship phone with a new camera, a water-resistant design, and actually a heart rate sensor on the back. But does this thing actually capture your heart? I've long said that the previous Galaxy phones have been way too plasticky. The Galaxy S5 feels a lot better. It's still made of plastic, but it's now a matte plastic with a nicer design. It comes in black, white, blue, and of course now gold. No, it's actually Johnson & Johnson. They're calling for their Band-Aid design back. But there's another neat trick in the design. So, water resistant?
Absolutely. So the Galaxy S5 actually features an IP67 ingression protection rating, which means it's dust-proof and then also water-resistant, can do up to 1 meter of water for 30 minutes.
So, can I drop this in the toilet?
Yes.
Have it a margarita?
Absolutely.
Pool?
Shallow end.
But one of the biggest changes comes with the camera. It now has a 16 megapixel camera, and Samsung actually says it has the world's fastest autofocus. One cool new feature is called Selective Focus. It's meant to give you a nicer portrait by focusing your subject and blurring out the background, the way an expensive lens would. Haha, my Instagrams are gonna look so much better than yours.
Oh well.
The phone also has a fingerprint sensor for unlocking the phone and making safe mobile payments through PayPal. Unlike the iPhone 5S's sensor, it requires you to slide your finger across it, which could take some added practice. If you're wondering about specs, the phone has a 5.1-inch Super AMOLED 1080p screen, just a hair larger than last year's model. It's also got a snappy 2.5 GHz quad-core processor. But the nice thing about this Galaxy to me is that Samsung hasn't completely flooded the phone with loads of new homespun features on top of Android. Instead, there are some new helpful features. For instance, there's S-Health, which tracks your exercise performance using the pedometer and heart rate sensor on the back of the phone. And Samsung's launching not one, but 3 wearable devices, all which have built-in heart rate sensors. I'm actually really digging this one, the Gear Fit, which has a curved Super AMOLED screen. There are some other features too, like a low-powered black and white mode for saving battery, and a kids mode and then a private mode for hiding your secret correspondence. The Galaxy S5 will be arriving in April. No word yet on the pricing, though it should hover between $200 and $250 on a contract. We'll have a full review closer to then, so you can find out if this really should be your next big thing.